Hey guys, this is Miss Regine from SOAR Educational Services, and today I'm going to show you how to answer 2 higher level geometry problems from the SAT. So this one, you're giving an equation, and on the test, you of course will do this very quickly, but we understand that the center of this particular circle is 0 and -1, and the radius, so this is the center, and the radius is 2. So, and that's because the equation for a circle is based on this. And what we have here is H and K are our centers. So if you have a positive, you actually do the opposite and make it negative. And then the radius, this answer, this 4, is the radius to the second power. So the actual radius is 2. Now in this particular problem, they said the center of the circle moves up 1 and the radius increases by 1. So if the center of the circle moves up 1, then what we have is it was at -1. Well, now it's moving to 0. So the center of the circle will be, the x was already 0, but now the y, which was at -1, is moving to 0. So this would be the way to write the equation, because when it's 0, you don't need to write the 0. And now the radius is increasing by 1. So the radius was originally the radius was originally 2. If it increases by 1, now it becomes 3. So if we do 3 to the second power, it is 9. So this is our answer. That's how your circle will change. So there are a lot of questions that might be distractors. So at first you might think, oh, well, let me just add 1 to this 4 and make it 5. And, oh, this was 1, let me make it 2. But you got to remember that the center is the opposite. So it's actually -1. So if it increases by 1, it becomes a 0. And here, maybe you understood that part about the radius increasing from 3, and then you got to take 3 to the second power, but not realizing that, oh, this has to change. It's not just adding 1 to this. And this one is bad with messing up with the radius. So you have to realize both things are true. So there are going to be distractors always. Okay, so here's another one. This one, you are given the equation of a circle in the general form, and you are asked to find the center of the circle. So it is and you can pause the video if you think you can solve it on your own, and then come back and check your answer. So when we have the center of when we have a circle given to us, the equation of a circle given to us in general form, we need to complete the square to get it in our standard form. So to complete the square, what you do is you put all your x together. You're going to group all your x. So this is the x squared up plus 8x. And this blank here is going to be part of the completing the square process. And then we have y squared minus 6y plus another blank equals 24. And I'll just put 2 blanks right here. So that way, whatever you do on one side of the equation, you always do to the other. Now, what's going to go on the blank when you complete the square is you take this middle term, you divide it by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then you square it, so that's 16. And you take this one, -6, and you divide it by 2. -6 divided by 2 is -3, and you square it, and that's 9. And those numbers will also go here. So now, to complete the square, it's factoring. It's the same rules for factoring. So you're going to factor x squared plus 8x plus 16. So you're just thinking, what number multiplies to give me 16? 2 numbers that multiply to give me 16, but add to give me 8. And that is 4. And the trick with completing the square is also realizing that whatever you got when you divided, like when you did 8 divided by 2, you got 4, it's actually the same number. Oh, I need a better marker. And then we'll do the same thing here. So two numbers that multiply to give you 9, but add to give you -6. That's -3 times -3. -3 times -3 is 9. And -3 plus -3 is -6. And if you remember when we did this, 6 divided by 2 was -3. All right, now to add, we get 24 plus 16 plus 9 is 49. So this is our equation. So if we need the center is -4, remember opposite, +3. If we need the radius, it is 7. And that's all. So that's a way you can solve geometric problem on the SAT. Hope this was helpful, and remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.